I grew up in the small city of Winston-Salem in North Carolina. It's a really beautiful place, nice place to grow up, and it's also a really wonderful city for the arts. It's home to the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, which, both my parents taught there, and I had the good fortune to go to high school there. That's a school that offers programs from 7th grade up through graduate school, and I spent the 4 years of high school there. For college and grad school, I went to Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, to study, first to study modern violin with the great Russian violinist Joseph Gingold. I had never heard of a Baroque violin at that time. I didn't know such a thing existed. But while I was there, I got lured into the Early Music Institute. Many of us in this concert came through the Early Music Institute at Indiana University. Both Linda and Arwen went there, and I noticed in Arwen's interview that they both studied with Alan Bennett, who was actually a classmate of mine at Indiana. So we have all kinds of layers of IU connections. Of course, Nathan and I both studied with the one and only Stanley Ritchie. So a lot of Bloomingtonians in this concert, which is fun. I do have an identical twin sister, and yes, we have played tricks on people, and yes, we have fooled people, and no, all the people that we have fooled have not known about it. We never ever got caught playing twin tricks when we were kids because we were not generally considered troublemakers, so we got away with a fair amount. And we still do occasionally, especially with teenage nephews and those sorts of people. My violin was made in 1703 by a Dutch maker, Hendrik Jacobs, and I'm very lucky to have it. It's in its original condition, meaning it was never converted to a modern violin, so it has its original neck, and I fell in love with that violin very early in my career. I was very fortunate to get a hold of it, and I'm going to be a monogamous violinist. Well, I always wanted to be two things when I grew up, really, a musician and also an artist, a visual artist, painter, and I do a lot of that, and that would definitely be what I would do if I wasn't also a musician. I have a beautiful, sweet greyhound named Socks. She's a retired racer. And she's the perfect dog. She's quiet, she doesn't bark, she doesn't shed, she's easy to dress up for Halloween, and she makes me laugh every day. I would love to go to Scandinavia. I'd love to see the fjords. I'd love to go to Iceland in the wintertime and see the stars and the northern lights. I'd love to play Vivaldi in Venice. I'd love to play Bach in Leipzig. But I love traveling in general, and I love playing concerts in general, wherever that takes me. I feel really fortunate to have seen as much of the world as I have through my work as a musician. Okay, are we done?
Anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay.